Ooh. Well, we just talked about Starbucks, didn't we? And I think that is...
How fitting.
Do you know what? I think in the 2 years we've been doing this, I think it's easier to conclude that bigger brands can action it because they have the bigger budgets and they maybe have the bigger like teams in place to like actually roll this out into the world. But what I don't think isn't spoken about enough in the space is that smaller brands can still put a strategy into place, and you can build a strategy yourself and be aware of it. So we were talking about last week on the last podcast, if you took the last 10 posts you did on social media, could it be an album for your brand? Is there a post in there that just made no sense because it went completely...
Put it on a playlist and listen to it track to track.
Track to track. Do you think it sounds like you? Yeah. And I think that's a really great way to like listen to your brand, because not everybody is aware that your brand, that your brand has a sound right now. Your brand has sonic branding right now. It's putting out a perception into the world with music, with sound, on who you guys are, what you stand for, what your values are, and who your audience is. And you may have it completely backwards, which I find like really interesting to bring to the, excuse me, crikey me, what happened to my voice? Turned into a Dalek. Bring to the table of smaller brands, because you might not realize you're turning people off in many ways. You might not realize that you've put all these hours into these posts. You may even be paying thousands of pounds a month for a marketing company to do these posts for you and maximize and optimize everything. But you may also be leaving it to the same marketing company to choose the latest trending song that they think is going to boost the algorithm for you to get your word out into the world. And that trending song may be turning your audience of 40 to 60-year-olds off because they've chosen a latest trending trap hip hop song that is totally irrelevant. But the easiest way to establish, like, if you were McDonald's and you had grime music on your ads, the ad would have to be very specific. Like, they've done a campaign recently with Stormzy. They're definitely targeting his audience, which is a younger audience. So that whole campaign makes sense for the music that they've chosen. Yeah,
exactly.
But also a wider picture, what was the conversation, if any, around could that track be influencing, could it be turning off an audience at the same time it's turning on?
Well, I think when it's specific though to a campaign, because it's not,
get a bit of creative leniency. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, exactly. And it's still the youthful side, because I think that's the thing that we always need to be careful of when we're talking along this line is for songs to, what you're trying to do as a brand manager, senior brand manager, CMO, or whoever is going to be in charge, depending on your business side, is your brand wants to make customers feel a certain emotion. And that is what all of your marketing tools are trying to do. You're trying to get them into a certain emotion, make them feel a certain way. And that is all sound is trying to do as well when you attach it in terms of sonic branding. So there is a space where you can have a grime song, a rock song, and you can have, say, an upbeat electronic song. Those songs can all work for a brand. They just need to be very nuanced and considered in terms of the type of those songs that you're choosing, because it's not like you have to think, oh, I'm just a rock brand, or I'm just a country brand or a classical music brand, because that's quite a surface level view of it, I think, which is where the expertise comes in for sure.